Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Chompy here. Welcome back to another video. So, it's that time of the month again where, the new season is coming up kind of soon. And, with every new season now, they're adding a new evolution. And Clash Royale made a post a few days ago, like 2 days ago. They said, Terror is coming to flap in the night with for some reason, a skull emoji and like, whatever this is, a tornado emoji or whatever that is. And I think it's pretty obvious, from the picture what it is. I mean, obviously it's the bats. They're like hanging upside down, like bats do in like a cave. And so yeah, that's gonna be the new card evolution that's coming. And something that I forgot to mention is that next month is October, which is the month of Halloween, which is most likely what Clash Royale's next pass is gonna be, like the theme is gonna be based on. And the evolved bats would fit perfectly into this Halloween theme. And so it's almost like 100% guaranteed that the bats are going to be the next evolution. And another thing, guys, that I forgot to mention is maybe these emojis here are, hinting to like what the ability of the evolution bats are going to be. So this like tornado or like cyclone emoji, whatever this is, maybe it's hinting that the Evo bats are going to have some like sucking ability where it like pulls the troops in. I'm not really sure, but I have no idea what this emoji means, so I'll let you guys decide what that means in the comments. As we look into the comments here, people aren't looking too happy. Like, Wars update, game is over. As usual, every month, new evolution card. What's new? Nothing. You know, Clash Royale getting a lot of hate still. And another thing that I found in the comments is by Fear Dust. He included a video here. Let's check it out. So it looks like the bats here are completely invisible, and the only way you can kill it is by using a spell. So this concept, I don't think this is an actual like idea that's going to be implemented into the game. I think this video or clip is from a while back where there's an event where the bats were just invisible. And I don't think there's going to be an actual evolution that's like coming, but it is a cool concept. And guys, something interesting that I found on Royal API is that if you look at the top 200 decks, or top 200 players right now and their decks, you can see that 17 of the top 200 players are using bats, which does show that the bats are pretty overpowered, or not overpowered, but they're pretty well off, and they're a pretty solid card as is. And the fact that Clash Royale is adding an Evo to a card that's already like broken is kind of interesting, because the Royal Recruits, I agreed with that evolution. There's, at the time before the evolution of the Royal Recruits, there's only one person using the Evo Recruits, but the bats, there's 17 people using them. Like, the card isn't even like bad or anything, so the fact that they're going to add an evolution to this card, you already know how broken this is going to be. Plus, the bats are the first flying Evo that is coming to the game, so we'll have to see what that has in store for the player base. I think it's gonna be pretty interesting to see, how this affects the meta of Clash Royale. We'll have to see. And another thing, guys, is that as always, they always include on top of the ability, they're adding a health buff, attack damage buff. So the bats probably aren't going to die to things like Zap and Snowball, which is going to be really overpowered. And guys, another crazy thought that I just had is that if the bats, with this health buff that they're most likely going to get, if they don't get one shot by the towers, this card is going to be extremely broken. So Abdude on Twitter, he made a reply to the original Clash Royale post here. About the announcement of the evolved bats coming. He says that I think we can all agree that evolving garbage cards like Witch and Wizard first is a better idea than evolving strong cards like Knight, Bats, and Skeletons. And I would have to agree with him here. Though one thing that I would like to mention is that they are evolving common cards first, and the Witch and Wizard are not common cards. But I do agree with this concept here, because the Knight and Bats are already like they're really broken cards already, and the fact that they added an Evo to those cards over cards that really do need some kind of like Evo to help buff them, like the Royal Delivery or Bomber, which are like kind of mid cards. If they added Evo to those cards, then they could bring them back into the meta. But the Knight and Bats are already in the meta, and the fact that they add an Evo to those cards, it's just not helpful to the game. Alright, guys, I found a pretty interesting video here about some evolved bats concepts that could be implemented into the game that I wanted to share with you guys. Credits to Mortero here. I really enjoy his video, so you should check out his original video. But let me just show you the video here. Um, so it can dodge projectiles. That's one of the concepts that he introduces. It's a little bit broken here, literally dodging every single thing. But yeah, this one's kind of like the lava hound, where it bursts into like pups. So that's also a pretty interesting concept. Doesn't die to arrows, as I was mentioning before. That is something that could happen. The new lifesteal effect. I think this is kind of plausible, but that looks a little bit broken, so I'm not sure. Let's see what this is. Oh yeah, this is like the lava pup ability again. Here we got a poison effect if the bat like bites it. So this is pretty interesting. I thought that the poison effect was actually a very unique concept, and I think that could actually be the Evo for the bats. Let me know what you guys think though. Anyways, guys, I just wanted to say thank you for all the support on all my recent videos. I really do appreciate it. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and comment down below what you guys think about the bat's evolution. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.